Today I have a very special guest with me. As you can see, you have a very pretty lady here with me, and her name is Michelle Quah. Michelle is the founder and executive director of HFaith Singapore. Hi, Michelle. Hello.
Hi Lilian and everyone. Hello, thanks for inviting me.
Right. Now, before we, get to know more about Michelle and what she does, um, just a quick recap for those who have joined us for the very first time. Voices of Courage Asia is a platform, where we share, all the stories of courage and all the female entrepreneurs out there. This series is under, of course, the Lead with Courage series, where we invite female entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs to come on and share their passion, why they run this platform, why they run this business, or their passion, right? So, and be inspired by what they do, because they are taking the courage to move forward, right? Stepping out of their comfort zone, overcoming all their fears and challenges, and living the dream and providing that support, like what Michelle is doing for um, the women out there, the people out there that her heart, are drawn to. So, Michelle, share with us a little bit about yourself first, right? Who are you, and why? How did you come to start this H Faith Singapore platform? What brings you to this place? Yeah.
Okay, thank you Lilian. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and as what Lilian mentioned, I'm the co-founder of HFaith Singapore. So we are actually a mental health platform meant to interlink mental health supporters and the people that actually need the support. So a little bit about me, right? I graduated from HR and financial IT and was in the HR industry for 3 to 4 years lah. But after that, uh, I actually found my passion, which is the mental health landscape, when I it's actually through my past experience also, like past personal experience of like living with depression and social anxiety. And also I've
Mm,
actually witnessed many of my peers going through a very difficult period of their life, and I
mm,
felt that mental health is actually very common, especially depression, anxiety is actually very common in Singapore. It's one of the top three mental health disorder in Singapore actually. So that's why I decided that we actually have a calling towards the mental health industry to provide support to people who needs help actually. Yeah, so it's actually
right,
combined. It's from our combine of experiences and etc. Yeah, that's why we
right.
decided to do this HV Singapore together.
Right. And you mentioned also, just now before we start going live, we had a little
Yeah.
conversation going on, and you share a little bit about your own personal experience, right? And I think that has got to do with why you also, I mean, from what I'm hearing, that contributed to part of the reason of why you started H Faith,
Yes.
right? Can you share with our audience
Mm-mm.
your own personal experience?
Sure. So I would say I grew up in an incomplete family. So I have something they will call ACEs, which means Adverse Childhood Experience. So ACE, ACEs, which is quite common also. So it means that you go through some traumatic events as a child, and then like after a prolonged series of traumatic events, it might lead to depression, social anxiety,
Mm,
and some like dissociation of identity problems. So it happened to me, and I actually was in a suicidal period for a couple of years ago. But
right.
so I remember one incident was when it was around 1 2 a.m. I had all those dark thoughts of ending my life, etc. So I
Mm,
actually tested one of my close friend, and then she actually replied to me immediately, telling me or actually counseling me, consulting me, etc. So that message actually kind of like inspired or and enlightened me in a way that
mm,
I felt that someone still truly care about me. And I
mm,
realized that, but I had that support from my friend. But what if the other people that they might not have this type of friend that reply immediately, maybe in the middle of the night? Maybe she is
mm,
just awake at that point of time, but she gave me the support I needed in the middle of the night that
mm.
stopped me from doing things that might be, uh, like can't be revived again.
Mm,
So I wanted to create a platform to try to provide a support that can be around the clock kind of style.
mm.
Yeah. So that's why I
So
wanted to
people,
do this. So
you mentioned that. I mean, we understand that. Mental wellness, mental health, or is can be quite a stereotypical. People stereotyped it, and and visiting, if you are referred or asked to actually visit a psychologist, psychiatrist, or go for counseling and things like that, it is kind of intimidating, and unfortunately there's still some form of stereotype. Yeah. So yeah,
mm,
and you mentioned earlier also in our conversation that there are two groups of people who may need the support, right? One is those who are already clinically diagnosed, with mental conditions, and they can seek specialist support, like for either from all the institutions, right? The established institution available, right? And but there are a majority out
uh,
there also are not clinically diagnosed, right? But they are facing the anxiety, those
mm,
fears, and panic attacks and depression, or, whether they are aware or not aware that they are actually spiraling down into depression, and some are even already having suicidal thoughts. Now, that group is the group that you are more that you want to be reaching out to, right? Am I right? Mm.
yes,
To
the
need mental
initial
health,
help.
and it's less intimidating because it is an informal kind of a conversation, like talking to a friend. Like you mentioned that
Mm,
when you were facing that challenge yourself, you had a friend to talk to, and she actually stayed throughout the night to actually had that conversation with you, and saved you, sort of like saved you from doing something that is irreversible, right? You mentioned that.
yes,
Yeah. So tell us a bit
yes.
more about the people behind this platform, and what draws them to join your platform as volunteers, right? I understand they're all volunteers, right? Yeah, most of all the yeah. So how
Yeah.
is that process like? The looking out, seeking out the volunteers, and how do you actually get this team together? Yeah.
So normally, thank you, Lilian, for mentioning. So for our platform, right, when we sing out volunteers, they might actually DM us, etc. And then we actually ask them to send us their resume. And then after that, we'll give them a call, talk to them, listen to what actually inspires them to actually want to
Mm,
provide the mental health support. Because I feel that their
mm,
purpose and passion in voluntary is the most important. Then after that, we'll maybe do some small background check on them, whether they are
mm-hmm,
deemed suitable to be a mental health supporters. Because we also don't want
mm,
to have maybe they also need support, and then if they give support to others, it might worsen their condition also. So we will actually interview them in another sense, and then
mm.
once it's okay, then we'll give them some courses to go, and then they can start to help other people in providing
All
mental health
right.
support. So that is like the
So
process.
you will direct them, or you direct them to certain training programs as well, to be
Yes,
equipped
we do.
uh,
And
to
we are
be
actually
equipped as a
intending to
volunteer.
build our own, yes, and it also like an internal e-learning kind of modules for them to take on their own free time, free schedule. Yes.
Right. Yeah. And you mentioned also earlier that the the team that you have, they are all mostly, or I'm not too sure, should I use 100%, or they're related to this field. Can you share a bit more about the background of this
Um,
team, the team behind?
sure, sure. I won't say that we are. I won't say we are professionals in mental health, but we have crossed paths with people who need mental health support, as well as we might be the ones that previously we needed the support. So some
Mm,
of us went through the mental health line, and then that's why we found that there's still you call it the treatment gap in the mental health scene, that we want
mm,
to build a platform to help to close the gap, to let mental health
right.
support be readily available to more people. Yeah, so we are not very professionals, like in-depth professionals, but we have crossed paths with people who are in the line. Yes.
Right, but you mentioned that those who are doing the counseling, they are actually graduates from diploma in counseling and or under studying
Yes,
what do you
yes.
call that, psychology, right?
Final year students, etc. Yes, that's correct.
Yes. So for our audience out there, if you um want someone who is that you want to talk to and really just a friend, yeah, but because these friends they have they're studying the related field, they're studying fields in psychology, counseling and all that. So um and they have, most importantly, they have the heart, right? They have the heart to be a friend. I think that is the most important ingredient to providing that
Yes,
support. Yeah, I mean, um, you may have all the knowledge about psychology, but if there isn't the heart to really be a good friend, then I think that's still a missing gap, right? Yeah. So personally, this is my own personal
yes, that's
opinion. The heart to be a good friend and be a friend, a supportive friend, I think is the most important um, ingredient for being the volunteer in this
yes.
platform.
Actually, our values are hard also.
Heart. Oh, yeah, yes. I
Yeah,
saw the
yeah. So
what do you
it's
call that?
EART.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
helpful, empathetic, aspire, react fast, and trust. Yeah.
Right. Can you say that again?
Thank you.
Heart. Can you say
So
that again
it's
about the
our
heart?
can. So our
Mm,
five values are hard. So it's helpful,
mm,
empathetic because we think if we know how to empathize people, it's very good to relate to what they are going through.
mm.
Aspire means you have to aspire to inspire others to continue doing the same thing. React is
Right.
react like quite promptly, and the last one
Mm,
is T for trust. To have trust in
trust.
what you are doing and to let other people
Mm,
trust you. So that's
right.
the five value hard.
Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice. Yeah. We have some friends here that are coming to support.
Yeah.
First on the list
Thank
was
you.
Teresa. Thanks for sharing your story and about HFaith. And this is Nicole. Actually, Nicole said, "Very brave. You go, girl. Very brave."
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nicole.
And we also have Sarah. Sarah say, "Hi, Michelle. um, don't let that undermine the courage you have in setting up HFaith, right? Yeah, you are an amazing and inspiring to even have courage to step out. And that's a woman of courage. Yes, I love what she says, right? And because
Thank you,
as we
Sarah, for
know,
inspiring words.
yeah, Sarah is also very inspiring. She's all the go getter. She's always stepping out of her comfort zone and trying out new things that she's passionate about, and with that attitude of learning, a lifelong learner. So very inspiring lady in our community as well. So for the audience out there, we have the community. There are Women of Courage Asia, which we really want to support H Faith and each other. To actually provide that support system for women out there who need a friend, right? Who wants to overcome your fears, your self-worth issues and all the self-doubts. Yeah. So come and be immersed in this community, Women of Courage Asia as well as H Faith, where you will find a friend, right? A friend who practice being courageous and inspire each other to be courageous, right? Like what Michelle is doing here. It's really very encouraging to see you stepping out to set up this platform, right? So that more women out there don't have to feel intimidated by the label of mental wellness, mental health, yeah. But just to have a conversation, right? Just to have a conversations, and that conversation could end up being life saving, yeah, like what Michelle has experienced personally. In fact, I myself has experienced that as well from friends, who check on me, who called me just to have a chit chat. We just had the chit chat, and she will share um, strong, values and encouraging words and practical tips, right, in overcoming certain anxiety issues or things like that. Yeah. So tell us more. Tell us more about H Faith and moving forward. What are your plans? How long has H Faith been established? And what are your plans moving forward? What do you need? What kind of support do you need from us and the audience out there? We all love to support a good cause. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Lilian, for sharing your story also. It's very heartened to see that there's many people out there that is given, peer support, like mental health support,
Mm,
etc. Checking in with their friends from time to time. That is actually very important in our
mm,
society.
mm,
So actually, HFaith started around last year
mm-hmm,
during June, but we only started to do the application together and work together around September. So I
mm-hmm,
would say we are very fairly new, like a newborn. I
mm-hmm.
think we are not even 1 year old yet, so a
Yeah,
couple
which
of
is
months
fine.
old. And yeah, so for now we are just like a platform, right? Like a platform to link people together so they can chat with each other
Mm-hmm,
or that give each other like mental health support, etc. Right?
mm,
Moving forward, we wish to have more advancement actually, like more
mm-hmm,
technology advancement to help automate some process that could be automated, so that we
mm,
can save like human resources and allocate them to a better position, like giving like those mental health support could be done by human, but maybe
mm-hmm,
like a mental health assessment etc can be automated by
mm.
technology. So
Right.
that's where we are going towards. And also, I would say in the far future. So in the far future, when especially with like the technology, the metaverse, etc. that's coming out, right? We hope to get in touch with virtual reality counseling or virtual reality mental health support,
Mm,
where maybe they can get more immersed into what they are experiencing online, rather
mm-hmm,
than just like a 2D, like a chatting function or video call function with their therapist or peer support, etc.
mm,
So that we are going towards, we want to be more technology kind of uh, mental health supporters kind of style. Yeah, in the
mm,
future that is lah. And yes, that's where we are now. The support we need, maybe we also need more volunteers. In the
mm.
meantime, if people have the heart to do so, they can come and contact us, as in contact us also, so we can
Right.
direct them to take the courses and be a mental health supporters themselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
So
how
that's
how
that.
can they contact you? Is this the I've already put in the website, your link website,
Mm-hmm. So they
hfaith.live,
can
right?
actually,
Mm-hmm,
yeah, so they can actually go to our website, and
mm,
then we have our WhatsApp number there, and they
mm,
can send us either a WhatsApp, or they
mm-hmm,
can call us via the WhatsApp number, or either that they can drop us an email to say that they're interested to learning more on how they can be a mental health supporters or volunteers, etc. So that's
mm.
how they can contact us.
Right,
Or they can
right,
come to even our Instagram to DM us, and we will reply them.
yeah.
Right.
So social media is one very powerful tool and platform for us to actually do a good cause, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So instead of using
Yes.
it to post negative things, why not we use it for a good
Yes.
cause, right? To provide that support system that many are out there having that challenge. I mean, also because probably due to, I mean, recently, of course, due to pandemic, which is I mean, which has caused a lot of mental stress to a lot of people. Right? People may not be speaking out, but through their behaviors and attitude, as we interact with different ones, we can actually sense the anxiety and that stress that people are going through. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So don't keep it to yourself. Don't suppress the emotions. Be aware of how you are responding to the stresses in your life, right? Acknowledge them, accept and acknowledge that, hey, I'm feeling stressed here. Hey, I'm feeling, emotionally very drained, very negative here. Or you're losing your passion, you're losing motivations, yeah. Or you find yourself, shutting out, isolating yourself, withdrawing, and not interacting with anyone, and even have problems with your diet, right? Your eating that has gone haywire. Maybe you could swing to one extreme, which is binge eating, or the other extreme, which is not eating at all, right? So be aware about all these symptoms, right? And don't shut yourself down or shut yourself out, but pick up the phone, text text the numbers that is in HFaith platform, right? There'll be a friend there that you can talk to and have a conversation, right? Or you can also join us at our monthly empowerment meeting happening every last Tuesday of the month, right? Online. Yeah, it's a community of women of courage, right? Of women practicing being courageous, stepping out of our comfort zones and fears and anxieties, right? And uh, and we are actually celebrating our third anniversary, upcoming third anniversary, and we want to thank HFaith and Michelle and your team for being supportive in our cause as well. So they will have a booth there at PSB Academy, right? So do come down and interact with Michelle and her team, right? And come and celebrate with us also the milestones and the breakthroughs from all the women, volunteering or being part of the community, seeing their breakthroughs and it's very inspiring. So come and be inspired and then take your own action also, start living out your life of courage as well. Yeah. So Michelle, just one more question for you before we go. Yeah. Um,
Sure,
right.
sure.
So, I mean, I understand that you have your backgrounds, go through your own personal challenges, right? And what is that one thing that really compel you to be doing what you are doing? And what would you encourage our audience out there, those who need your support, as well as those who would like to support you?
Thank you, Lilian. I would say actually I
Calling.
felt like a calling. I felt
Mm,
a calling to this purpose. And I feel that once you find a calling and a passion to something that you really like to do, right? For example, maybe
mm-hmm,
singing can be a passion, and then maybe that is your calling, right? If you do that and then continue to do it, right? No matter what kind of result you get, right? Then you will truly feel happy for yourself
mm,
because you are doing what you want to do, and you felt a purpose towards doing it. And I would say my life motto is always have faith, which is the companion
mm,
also H faith, because I felt that with faith you can actually do a lot of things. With faith you can have the courage to do the things that you want to do, and continue to believe in it regardless if it's a failure or what. Because with every failure, right, you will bridge the gap towards your success,
mm-hmm.
yeah, to what you want to achieve. So I would say keep believing in yourself, and by believing in yourself, it meant to have faith in yourself that you can do what you are set up to do for. Don't
Wow.
lose sight on your, I think like don't lose sight on your goal and on your
Mm,
future.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, to always have faith. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
Awesome, awesome. That's so beautiful. I really love what you say, You have the faith and then you also have the courage, right? The faith and courage is like buddies. Yeah, so
Yeah, it
take
comes together.
comes together. Yeah, what a perfect match. Yeah. So again, we just want to do a shout out again for our third anniversary. Come meet Michelle and her team. As they will be there at the celebration as well at PSB Academy. We want to thank PSB Academy for our venue partners and sponsors. Right, so come and celebrate. Invite your friends. Yeah, there will be panel discussions, right? And you will hear stories of courage. And we have the 21 days Lead with Courage challenge as well. If you have not participated in the challenge, right, the first cycle, the first 7 day cycle has ended. We are moving on to the second and third cycle. So of the 7 day cycle. Yeah. So just set a goal, like just now Michelle mentioned. Have a goal, work towards your goal, hold on to your goal. Now, if you have been sitting on your goal every year, if you set a goal and then you sit on it, now this is the time we want to challenge you to join us, right? Join us and with the support. You may not have the support previously, that's why you didn't fulfill your goal. Now, this time round, have the support from Women of Courage Asia and HFaith, and then um, see the post. Now, go to our Facebook page, right? You will see people posting about the challenge. Just list down what is the one goal that you want to achieve this year for 2022, right? Just declare it out loud in public, declare it out, put it out there, and then start taking action every day. One little step, one baby step at a time. And we will cheer you on. All right. So remember to tag us, tag at Women of Courage Asia, and of course, hashtag Lead with Courage. Right. And we will cheer you on. And there are many others who are already on board doing the challenge. So Michelle, are you going to join us in the challenge?
Yes, I feel very motivated to do so. I'll do it later.
Right. So today will be your day one, right? Your day one. Just set the goal, and
Yes,
then
my day one.
yes, yeah. So join Michelle and the rest of us who are already started, but it's never too late to start. All right, it's never too late to start. Just take action, right? So thank you again so much, Michelle, for setting aside your lunchtime to have
Thank
this live
you.
chat with us and the audience out there. Yeah. So remember to go to our Voices of Courage Asia YouTube channel as well. Subscribe and like the page, right? And share it with others so that HFaith can receive the support that they need, and as well as women out there who needed the support provided by HFaith, right? So the power of the word of mouth, right? By spreading the word. So we really appreciate your time here, Michelle. Is there any last thing that you want to share with the audience before we say goodbye?
Always have faith.
Always have faith.
Believe in
Yeah.
yourself, really. Really believe
All
in
right.
yourself.
Always have faith and
Always have
believe in
faith.
yourself. Okay. Right. Till then, we'll see you again next Tuesday. We have lined up many other supporters that will be coming on every Tuesday as well. So look out for the next episode, and we'll see you there. All right. Same time, same channel. Bye. Thank you,
Thank
Michelle.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.